Hello and welcome to another episode. You join me on a Sunday morning. Luckily the weather is nice and dry, which is a good day for it because we are going to check out some, hopefully what will be some really interesting Porsches at the East Out meet in London. I'm very excited about this one, a little apprehensive as I don't know what's the turnout going to be like. However, we are committed and we are on our way. So in the next clip you'll join me when we have arrived. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and click that like button because it does help motivate me to keep pushing out content. Okay, so let me walk you through the cars that we have so far lined up. This is a 996 Carrera with the LED headlights sort of off of the 997. I sort of like these ones. I've seen a few sort of knockoffs. They don't look so great, but this one actually looks rather nice. A clean aftermarket example. All right, we have a golden gem here. And we have a 997 turbo in guards red, and you can't really go wrong with that, with the Fuchs wheels as well. Very nice. And I do like how the wheels in the back are sort of a deep dish design. Very nice. Interesting highlights of the 997 turbo is the way the exhausts were, which I really like. Similar to the 996, but it's sort of a more sort of squarish design, and I do like them. It looks rather nice. There's another silver example also we'll go check out, but it does look good in the guards red. We have a C2 993, very clean with a nice sunroof. Here's the turbo that I was mentioned earlier. Again, a very nice example, but let me just quickly pan on to the 996 in basalt black. Doesn't that look good? Very nice. Very nice example, black on black with the sports seats as well. So very nice, 6-speed manual. I do like that. Here's a Cayman coming. So yeah, 997 turbo, kind of a good looking car, especially from the back. I mean, that is the business end of the car, I think. Very cool. All right, let's keep it moving. We have two gorgeous 996 turbos. Very nice indeed. Oh yeah. They look great, honestly, and both with the sports seats, which is very good to see. I love seeing that. I want to say that they're in two different shades of silver. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but this has got a little more blue and that silver is a little more flat. So yeah, perhaps possible. Again, near identical spec. This has got an aftermarket exhaust, sort of twin piped. Not sure how I feel about it, but it does look very clean, very nice. Yep, these are very powerful cars. Oh, just as another one is right opposite, another 996 turbo with the sports seats. Very nice, parked in front of a 991 turbo S nonetheless. Very cool. Center lock wheels. Let's have a closer look. It's a very nice car. These ones Yeah, I love the design of them. Very, very powerful in the S version, of course, moving on from 420 to nearly 600. I think it was 580 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I mean, immensely powerful, but also kind of nice. And with the PDK, super capable car. We got a midnight blue 6 C4S with a cool number plate, old school. Very cool. Let's just get this 912 passing by. So yeah, so we have a midnight blue 996 C4S with a Momo wheel and a 6-speed manual gearbox. Again, no rear wiper and no sunroof, but I do like the color. Very nice color. Again, quite clean. A very clean example. Nice cobalt blue on a Cayman. That's kind of cool, actually. Very retro. This is a very sort of 70s. It's got that 70s 80s vibe, more like 80s vibe. It's reminds me of that era very much. Recaro seats, manual. Nice. We have a few GT3s actually amidst us today, which is rather cool to see. I'll show you them, and they're all in different specs, which I like. It's always nice to see a few together in different variations and colors. It just makes it more interesting. So yeah, I like this. Very nice. This is a 3.8, so this is the first gen GT3 with a PDK. Very nice. I do like it in white. Very clean, no mess about. All right, let's pan quickly here on a 996 on a color that's really growing on me, actually. Silver. Just looks nice in this sort of this color. You can really sort of admire the shape of it. Yeah, very nice. Early gen with a 6-speed manual gearbox. Very cool. Parked in front of one of my other favorite colors, Ruby Stone Carrera RS. Very cool. 964. Really nice. Yeah, I love it. Parked against the yellow. Looks very cool indeed. So far so good. We're not even halfway through the cars, so I'm pretty pleased. I was a little worried coming here early this morning, thinking that there was probably not going to be much variation in terms of cars than there was the last time, so I was a little hesitant, but I'm glad I came, and I'm very pleasantly surprised because there's a nice group of cars that weren't here last time. It's always nice to come here and see something a little different, or of course bring it to you guys so you can enjoy. So yeah, let's keep the tour moving. Carrera 4S. Yeah, what do we think? 964, 996. Very cool to see actually next to each other. Oh, brilliant. Thanks very much. All right, we got a 911E. Very nice. I don't know what sort of color that is. That's obviously not a speed yellow. Parked next to a 997 convertible in a midnight blue with a nice tan interior. I do like to see a bit of contrast. And here we have a 911 Targa. I was looking at these online last night actually. Very nice. Targa 4S. Very cool in silver with the silver rule hoop. It would have been nice to see some bit of contrast, but I do like the wheels a lot, just different to what you normally see. Yeah, these are very nice. It's similar, sort of remind me of a bit of mine, the Techno Design wheels, but sort of a new take on them. So rather cool. Got a nice front end as well with the sports design body kit. A nice Carrera 4 GTS. Yep. Gen 2 997. I do like that. It's funny how sort of the subtle variations they made to the 997 made such a big difference, because the first the Gen 1 997 I'm not really keen on very much, but the subtle sort of changes they made to the facelift to the Gen 2 made such a big improvement for me in my eyes. But yeah, here's the Gen 1. We have a GT4 Porsche, very nice, with a 6-speed manual, nice stitching contrast, red stitching contrast to the seats and everywhere else. Very nice indeed. So yeah, a rather clean. I do like these lobster claws wheels, actually my favorite on the 997. Yeah, very nice. C4S. I initially didn't think it was a C4S because it just didn't have that oomph and that bulk to it. So yeah, interesting. So yeah, here we have another GT3 in silver. This is Gen 2. You can tell by the front splitter is slightly modified, and of course with the air scoops leading down to the intercoolers. Very cool. Yeah, that's a very nice addition. And the 4-liter in the embossed in the back. So yeah, very nice, again with a short shift manual. Very nice sports bucket seats, carbon fiber bucket seats with the red Alcantara and suede. Very nice,
and it drives.
Very cool, nice color. Here we have a Zenith Blue 996. Very nice. All right, Porsche Boxster and another GT3. Very nice, all blacked out. This is a Gen 1. We saw a similar one at the last meet with clear headlights. Again, not too sure about them. I would have preferred red, but anyways. Yep, as another GT3 rocks up. Very nice. This is a special color red. Looks great. There we go, Lord. That was Guy in his 997 GT3. Stop here and admire this 992 new Porsche. Very nice. I do like the headlights actually quite a lot. Yeah, again, all blacked out. A nice clean design. Very cool. Let's quickly have a look at this inside. I think I showed this last time at the meet, but very nice to see it again with the red contrast stitching. I do love to see that carbon fiber and that 6-speed manual gearbox. Very nice. Nice sports seats. They look very comfortable indeed. And I do like that steering wheel, just the right size, perfect in diameter, not too chunky, not big. Very nice. Ooh. Yeah, great ride for sure. All right, so we have two GT3s parked in front of each other. Coincidentally, one is wrapped and one isn't. This is a rather interesting bluish gray color. It's a little bit of both, which is rather nice. In some aspects you see a lot of blue, and then in others you see gray. Very nice with the subtle decals on the bottom here. Porsche ceramic brakes, massive. Yeah, but this is a touring GT3, and this is the full beans generation, first generation with the PDK. And this one, interestingly, has the sports seats without the bucket seats, which I do like actually very much, because they'd be a lot more comfortable on long journeys. So I think this would be my pick. Yep, very nice. I wonder what color originally came in, but yeah, so we have a nice GT3 touring here as well. Very cool. Sports bucket seats, manual of course, as they always come that way. Yeah, very nice. Parked next to a 911S. Very cool 1960s Porsche. This looks to be restored in quite a lot of way. Looks very clean. Yeah, what do you guys think of this color? Brown, gray. Yeah. And here's my beloved 4S. I gave it a quick clean because this was dirty, and I completely forgot to clean it before coming here, so I gave it a quick rinse and wash early this morning. Still some bits that are not completely cleaned out, but yeah, I do love it. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a very nice Spider. I do love the interior of this. Quickly have a look. I mean, look at that. Red till your heart is content. Very nice. And I actually love the black accents as well. Really sets it off rather than a complete red interior. Very, very nice dashboard and seats as well. And look at that center console. Very nice with a 6-speed manual. And I love how there's sort of it's a nice tactile short shift, so it feels very cool, I can imagine. But yeah, very nice car, very capable car. It's the word I use a lot with whenever I see a GT4 Spider. A Carrera RS. And this is a very rare legend here, a GT3 RS 996. Very cool. This would have to be one of my all-time favorite wheel designs. They debuted on the 996 GT3, and I just think they're some of the best looking wheel designs around. Nice silver GT3 PDK Gen 1. So yeah, like I was saying, quite a few GT3s parked today. Yeah, so like I was saying, quite a few GT3s parked today. There must be at least 5, and again in different colors and different specs, manual PDKs. You have the lot. So yeah, let's just carry on and quickly see what the lineup holds over there, because there's another GT3, believe it or not. So yeah, a nice 996 convertible. Very cool 911T parked in front of a Gen 2 993. Very, very nice. This is the Carmine Red, not Carmine Red, there's a difference. This is the Carmine Red. This is the factory option. Very nice to see. Do love it actually. I mean, if you're gonna go for a red car, for a red, I think this would be really nice, just because it's a little different. Yeah, and not too expensive like the other painted sample colors. So very cool, very nice. And I do love the red accents on the wheels as well. Carbon fiber trim on the mirror caps. Yeah, let's quickly have a look at the interior. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, again, very nice, because this is spec'd with the sports seats, regular sports seats, not the bucket ones. Again, it's all about comfort when you are cruising and yeah, attacking these roads. So very nice. PDK, red stitching. We've seen quite a few cars now with the contrast red stitching. Yeah, it's a very nice color. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up properly, but it is nice, because it's obviously not completely guards red and it's not completely dark, so it's sort of in between, but in a good way. Here we have a Targa, one of my all-time favorite looking cars, the Targa. Just very nice. Let's quickly have a look at the top. Yeah, these cars are easy to admire. I love the Targas, very nice. This is in slate gray, and with a nice 6-speed manual as well. 911S in cobalt blue. Very nice, looks like a nice clean brand new job for the paint. Very lovely. And again, I love the golden accents that you see here. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at the interior. They look very comfortable seats actually. So these are new seats added by the owner, but they're nicely padded, and I think would provide a lot of comfort. So I do like to see that, because if you want to drive these cars and enjoy them, you know, you want to do a few upgrades to make it a little more comfortable, you know, for today's roads and driving conditions. Just as a 993 Targa rolls up, very cool indeed, with a nice red interior. Very close to how I would spec this car, or I would like to get this car. Very nice. I'm a sucker for red interior on any Porsche, especially the older generation ones. Yeah, so how about that? A nice selection of cars. A nicely kitted out 964. Rotiform design wheels. These are actually quite nice. Strong looking GT3 RS. Very nice. In yellow, and I love the decals again with the black accents on the front. I do like that Porsche detail in the front. Very nice. Blacked out wheels and a lot of gold accents in the interior we're going to have a look at, but most importantly, using the wing as it should be for what it's good, and that is a table to eat McDonald's in the morning. So very, very cool. Let's just quickly have a look at the interior. Wait. Again, just the fabric for the door opener. Very nice carbon fiber inserts all around, and very nice PDK, of course. Very nice sort of seats, and this is the roll cage as well. It has a roll cage, and again, just that view from the back of the wing, very cool. How far they've come. Incredible. I mean, almost like it comes from a different century. So yeah, really interesting. I do like how these cars only came with a single mirror from factory. It's just very cool to see. It's just nice and neat and very clean when you see nothing there. Doesn't really disrupt the aerodynamics of the car, but even the one on the other side is just sort of a small circular design, very clean. All coupes and all three have the sports seats, including this one here. Very nice, and I do like the aluminium equipment. Very nice to see. On the handbrake, the center console is also painted in the exterior color. So yeah, all along, very nice, very clean example. A lot of cars to go through today. Just spotted another great car that's just rolled up, and that is the 997 Sports Classic. Just quickly show you the details inside, because there's some really interesting and fascinating interior details that make the 911 Sport Classic really rather special. So first of all, they all came equipped with this espresso leather, with this woven in fabric, and this carpet as well. This isn't your regular sort of carpet. It's again very harking back to the original Sport Classic, so very retro, very vintage in look and feel. So very nice, again with other subtle touches like the Alcantara covers for the mirrors. And this is number 39 out of 250. Very rare limited edition in 911 Targa cream. Very cool as well. All right, we have a 911 C4S in black, but I love the wheels as well because they're like gray, so it's not the usual black that you see everywhere. This is a nice gray, and I like it as an alternative to the silver wheels. So it's got PDK again. This was riding on a whole new platform as opposed to the 997, which rode on the 996 platform. So this came out and, you know, was a lot more grown up and a lot more technologically advanced. So very nice to see. I love that. Okay, so another East Out meet in London, and what a turnout. I woke up this morning thinking thinking that there's probably not going to be much variation to the cars that were here last time, so I was a little hesitant, but I'm very pleased and happy to report, as you probably would have already seen from the footage, that there was a great selection of cars that weren't here last time. So a really good turnout as well for the second time in a row. Very nice, a great mix and eclectic, colorful cars. Again, met some incredible people and new Porsche owners, and you know, getting to share the stories. You know, I was saying half of the fun of owning these cars is in the stories and the, you know, the drivers and the owners you meet. So really it was such a pleasure to talk to a few of them and just get to hear their Porsche stories. There was also the Sports Classic. That's another car I want to talk about, the Sports Classic Porsche 997 limited edition one. There was a lot of crowd gathering around the car, talking about it, admiring it. But there was one thing that was sort of reverberating around everyone's mouths, and that was the fact that the car is overpriced. It's very expensive, and it's an unfortunate thing because the car is very special. It has some real nice subtle touches that makes it rather unique. But when cars start trading at silly money, you know, you start to sort of criticize them and dissect and see, sort of point out what's wrong with them and what's not so special and why it doesn't deserve to be at that price level. And I agree with a lot of it, because I just feel like also the car isn't worth that price tag. You see some of them trading close to 200 with about 30-40,000 miles on the clock, which is an enormous amount, and for me it's definitely not worth it. So it sort of spoils the specialness of the car. It's a lovely thing. It's not my personal favorite, but it was nice to see it there as well, along with the other mix. So again, if you haven't already subscribed and liked, please mention and make sure to subscribe and like this video. It helps a lot with just my general motivation and keep pushing out these videos. So until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.